You're watching The Sports Spin, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Health and healing, every person, every time.
Welcome to The Sports Spin, your weekly dose of sports action, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. I'm John Nurden, and joining me today is Kristy Putnam. We watch the games, we call the games, and now we spin the games.
Today on Sports Spin, we put Union tennis coach Cindy Embleton through the spin cycle and bring on Carter Seitz on the fast dash. But first, let's rewind the week.
So this week, the game of the week, Uintah Soccer versus Wasatch, and it was an important game.
Yeah, huge.
A huge game. If we lose the game, we're likely third in region. If we win the game, we still have a chance to be first.
Right, and you guys came out so strong. I mean, you scored 3 goals in that first half. You guys looked great that first half.
Just whooped them.
Yeah,
we were
seriously.
just beating on them and gaining confidence as we went, and they were losing it.
Yep.
We just didn't need a halftime.
No, exactly. I was going to say, if you do without the halftime, you guys are good.
Coach Wheatley, a 30-year veteran, I think he's been the coach since soccer started at Wasatch.
Wow.
So he knows how to get a team ready for a second half after they got a first half butt whooping.
Right, and they were out early. I mean, when I was watching the game, they didn't have much of a halftime.
No, they were a couple minutes earlier than
Yep,
us. And
they were out on the field.
They were chomping at the bit, ready to get going, because what do you say?
Yeah.
Work harder, go get some goals.
Exactly.
And our kids just got on their heels.
They did a little bit, but then they recovered. That's the hard thing. When teams make a run like that, your team handled it well. They held them off, and they responded really well.
And then my favorite part of the game is how they finished.
Yeah.
You know, it's a battle of wits. It's like, hey, we got 3 on you, you got 2 on us, but we are not letting this go. And that was a signature win for us.
Right.
You know, I think beating Maple Mountain felt good early in the year, but this one mattered, and we had to win.
Right.
And we had that signature win, something we needed going into the playoffs, and that'll go a long ways to our playoff run.
I think so too. I think they play with confidence. God, they pass so well. I think that was a great win. It should be, send you off to playoff.
And Flacco, definitely player of the game. He had 2 assists and a goal, and just came off the bench for us. Just really a strong player, new to us this year, and hard to mesh. We meshed well in this game.
I can't believe he's just a sophomore. It's great talent. His footwork is great. He passes well. He's
a little more to come on him here in a minute with the monster replays, the L&L monster replays. So, Union Soccer, what do we know?
They look great. I mean, you look at their record, and it's not indicative of the kind of team that they are. At least I don't think so. I mean, they play tough against Park City. They lose 1-0 in both of them, and Park City's ranked. They're ranked 5th in the state.
Yeah, so they're 1-0 to the 5th best team, quote,
right.
5th best team in the state. And then Stansbury's also in their region, tough as can be, and they're only losing to them by 1.
Right. So they look good. I mean, they're going up against for state. They're going up against the top seeded team in the state. But I mean, they could upset. They could do it. It
would be so fun. And Uintah did that 8-10 years ago, and they did upset Logan, and they won that game. And so Union, go down there, upset them, win the next one, and make a big run in the state playoff.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So, all right, Jazz. Can't not talk about the Jazz. Got to rewind the Jazz. They won. This is the first 7th game that they've had in a long time.
Long time.
And is it the first playoff victory in 7 years?
7 years. It's been 7 years since they've made the playoffs.
So you're a basketball coach. Again,
Love it.
Things seem to be working out in that arena for you.
Yep.
What do you think of their new coach? I think he's making a big difference.
Love their new coach. He's so defensive-minded. That's the change that I've seen, is that you have Ty Corbin, who's a good coach, but not defensive-minded. This coach steps in, they pick up on the defensive end, they start making a difference. They start getting wins.
And I love the Jazz. They lose a guy, and the next guy steps in, and he just handles his business.
That's amazing. I mean, it's amazing to me that they won 2 games without their big guy inside. I mean, they don't have their center.
Their depth is amazing.
Yep.
And certainly Gobert's he's the future of the franchise. So.
Yep.
Well, all right. We'll be right back with the Monster Replays. Boy, it's nice to have L&L as one of our sponsors, and this segment is so fun for the kids and the parents to see. And Union Soccer, for the 4th week in a row, side net, 38%, so it's getting close.
Right.
But what a great shot from Kevin.
That's a beautiful goal. Left foot, top right corner.
And just stuns the keeper like, that one's going. He knew it. Keeper's like, yeah, we're getting scored on right here.
It was done.
So what a great play. Keep up the vote, Union. We got a couple of Uintah plays, and maybe they split the vote on some of these, but I don't think so. I think Twinkle Toes has a good chance on this one. This is an amazing goal. We called it Twinkle Toes. Watch why. You see Flacco.
This is amazing.
He just twinkles his toes right
Little hesitation.
here, and then slots the keeper.
I don't know how he got it past the keeper at that angle.
What a fun goal that one is. You know, it's amazing. He's just talent from somewhere. It's on loan from God. I guess that's how they say that on the radio sometimes.
There you go. I don't know. His footwork is beautiful. It
is. So make sure we vote on that play as well. And then one more, and this is Flacco with a nice give and go. Caden hits Flacco on the wall pass and just makes the run through, and then has a nice finish.
Just a nice touch. I love how it's just a nice soft touch. They're not pounding the ball, just a nice soft touch right past the keeper.
You know, and we work on that so hard, and that's something that's hard to teach kids, not to shoot right there. Just pass it in.
Touch. Yep.
So like us, you guys vote for your favorite play. Go to VTV on Facebook and follow the Sports Spin on Twitter, and vote for your favorite L&L Monster play.
It's not about the miles you take when you're driving, but the milestones you see when you get to where you're going. When you graduate high school, buy your first car, get married, start a family, find your first home, and grow old together. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know, people who care.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. We're going to have a little spin-off.
Oh, there you go.
All right, Coach. So the topic we've picked is girls' sports against boys' sports.
What a great topic. That's great. I can handle that.
So, you know, for me, I don't know. I love girls' sports, but boys' sports are just at a different level. You know, girls' sports they don't command the dollars that boys command. They don't command the airtime. You know, it's not the same.
I disagree. I think girls' sports, it's amazing. They have to pay attention to the detail. Girls' sports they have to do the fundamentals right. It's just a cleaner game. They have to do everything right. They have to block out in basketball. They can't just jump for the ball. They have to technically play the game right.
So they're more technical at the game, and boys are more athletic.
I wouldn't say that. Okay, guys, boys, I'll give you that. You guys are given a few more muscles. You guys go a little faster, jump a little higher. But girls, there are some girls that can jump out of the gym, and there are some girls that can run as fast as some of the boys can. It's amazing how fast they are. So I just think that overall, in general, the girls they have to know the game better. They have to actually mentally know the game.
You know, and sports are played in the mind. I once was told a story about a man who got put in jail and had never golfed under about a bogey golf round, and he spent years in prison and played golf every day in his mind. He came out and he was a scratch golfer. So, you know, you're probably right, but I haven't heard any girl stories about that. That was a guy. You know, guys are pretty smart with sports, too. They play pretty good up here as well.
That is true. In the classroom, though, I would battle with girls.
You know, and coaching girls sports, I've had the privilege of coaching the soccer team last year, and boy, it is fun to coach girls because they want to be coached.
Right.
Boys, they got a little bit of an ego and flex their muscles, and I do have to give you, when it comes to girls soccer, the girls have gone a little further in the United States than the boys have.
Absolutely, that is true. They absolutely have. Basketball-wise, I think they're about the same.
But I think most people would agree. You know, boys' sports are a little more competitive, a little something more you want to watch, and girls' sports, yeah, they're fun and they're great and everything. But I'm going to get the votes this week.
I don't think so. I think girls' sports, you can't. Girls' sports, they do it right. They play the game right. They don't rely on their athleticism all the time. They know the game. They're students of the game. They want it more. They're passionate. Girls, they're more.
All right, so here's how I'm going to end this segment. We're gonna move on. But boys, get out and vote for me. Girls, get out and vote for Coach. Let's see what our viewing audience is.
There you go.
I'm Amanda Hartman. I'm the new Director of Nursing here at the Villa. Here at the Villa, it's far more than a nurse-patient relationship. You truly are like a family. We have a community here, we have neighborhoods within our community, and we create lasting relationships that mirror that of our own families.
We're kind of just one big family because we're their sole providers, and we spend a lot of time with each and every resident. Even our rehab patients are here for months at a time, so we really create a family-like environment with them also.
Oh, are we ready? I guess we are.
Yeah, we're ready.
Time for the call of the week.
All right.
So this week's an odd week. You know, Mark calls me and says, hey, something came up, I can't be here. And then I called Glenn and he said, I can't go. So, you know, I've been talking to you about this. We really appreciate you coming in. But this is my favorite segment. Now, we get to kind of battle here a little bit over
Great.
calls. And so let's talk a little bit about last week. You have no skin in the game, so say whatever you want. Jazz versus the Clippers. We all picked the Jazz to win, which was kind of fun, and they did.
Yep.
I picked Gobert. Glendon picked Hayward, and Mason picked some Joe Johnson guy to be the difference maker. Well, for me, I'm sure it was Gobert. Absolutely, you know. Fouls out in the one game. If he doesn't do that, they don't win.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
Gobert has to be the player of the game.
He didn't even play the first game.
And, you know, you make an argument for Hayward.
Hayward, he was just solid. I mean, he made, I think he missed 2 free throws the entire series. I think he was 49 of 51, or something like that. He
Just
was
an
amazing.
and it didn't matter, you know, he didn't get the commentator's curse.
No.
They would say it every time, and he still kept stroking them.
Yep, he looked good. He was a good veteran. He carried them the whole time, consistent every game.
So you really could give Hayward that, but I think I'm going to go with Joe Johnson. I think we need to give Joe Johnson his due. Mason, you know, not here, but we'll give him that one.
Right.
Mason gets one without being here. That's a first. All right, so the next one was Uintah versus Wasatch Soccer, and I went 2-0, and we only won by 1.
Right.
So I'm trying real hard, but Glendon went 3-1.
Yeah.
He got our score right on and just missed theirs, and then Mason picked a tie. So probably got to give that one to Mr. Lucky, Glendon Lamb. And go ahead, dial me up, send me in your messages that you got one. He always does that every week, so you'll have to keep that tradition up if you happen to win one of these.
Sounds good.
And then the last one we called was Uintah versus Spanish Fork softball. And they went homer, and I went for the win. And you know, sorry, Uintah, but Spanish Fork won 9-0, so I get that one. A tie across the board. I'm the only one here, so victory goes to Nerdin.
There you go.
You two have to back off. All right, Coach Putnam, here we go. This is our calls for this week. Uintah versus Basin Soccer.
I've got to go with Uintah.
I'm going to go with Uintah as well, so let's go final score.
I say 2-0 Uintah.
I'm going to go 8-0.
Wow.
And I should just go 3-0 to beat you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with an 8-0.
And you're going, all right.
I'm going to go strong.
Okay.
We beat them 2-0 there. We don't play good on their field. We haven't.
It's true.
And
It is senior night.
it is senior night.
That is
The kids will play well. So
And
we'll see
play
how
well.
it goes.
They play well on the turf. That's true.
That gives you a wide girth. If it was Mason, I'd gone 3-0. But because it's you, I'll give you a chance.
Thank
here.
you. I appreciate
You're welcome. And not because you're a female, but just because I like you.
I appreciate that. That's very nice.
All right, Union at Canyon View. Big game this week. Big important game for Union soccer.
They're coming up. They haven't had a program for a really long time. They're coming up, looking good. Like I said, the record doesn't show it, but I really think they could go down and steal one from Canyon View. I think Canyon View's not expecting it.
So I'm going to go call the week with you.
Yeah.
So we better go score.
All right, let's see. Let's say 2-1. 2-1 Union.
I'm going to go 1-0. I'm going to say the only way they win is like an overtime goal or a goal, and they get up one and hold it.
There you go.
So Coach Putnam with a 2
2-1.
and 1, and I'm going to go with a 1-0. All right, last one. Uintah softball, they have 3 games, and Union softball, they have 2 games.
I think Uintah, they win the rest of their games. They're looking good. Spanish is the only one that they've had trouble with. They just beat Springville. I think they sweep these last 3 games.
Okay, 3-1 for Uintah.
3-0. They win all.
Or 3-0, excuse me. And then Union?
I think they're going to win both too. They had a close one against Tooele, but the first time they met, I really think that they're looking good. I think they're going to win both their last games as well.
All right, and I'm going to go 3-0 for Uintah, and I'm going to go 1-1 for Union.
Gotcha.
And that just opens it up a little. Dang it. So we'll see how that works.
All right.
All right, so there you've got it. That's the call of the week.
I'm Amanda Hartman. I'm the new director of nursing here at the Villa. Here at the Villa, it's far more than a nurse-patient relationship. You truly are like a family. We have a community here, we have neighborhoods within our community, and we create lasting relationships that mirror that of our own families.
We're kind of just one big family because we're their sole providers, and we spend a lot of time with each and every resident. Even our rehab patients are here for months at a time, so we really create a family-like environment with them also.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. It's time for the Fast Dash.
Off a little bit with my running action.
I think so. He was worried what was going on over there.
That's what I'm supposed to do with that. All right, you know how this segment works. Mm-hmm. So we're going to fire a few questions at you.
Okay.
We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Answer however you feel comfortable.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to go first. Let's see it. 60 seconds on the clock. Soccer or student council?
Soccer.
Math or English?
English.
Favorite soccer game in high school?
Beating Wasatch 3-2.
Awesome. Take Chinese food or Mexican food?
Mexican.
Best soccer player?
Me.
Well said. I like it.
Pizza or burger?
Pizza.
Date night or guys night?
Date night.
Ooh.
Soccer or prom?
Soccer.
Scoring a goal or saving a goal?
Saving.
Oh, I love it.
Absolutely.
I love when you come in there and just stop it like a goalkeeper.
Okay, Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
Soccer.
Watching girl sports or watching boys sports?
Boys sports.
Oh, got it.
Graduation?
That's one.
Graduation or taking state?
Taking state.
Turf or grass?
Turf. No question.
Show us the turf burn on the elbow. Ouch. Hey, Carter. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Good to have you on. Good to see you. You look good. I like the scruff. Get a cat. Put some milk on there. Get that licked off.
I definitely.
Thanks for watching the Sports Spin, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Health and healing every time, every person, every time. Go like VTV on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to vote for your favorite L&L Monster Replays. We'll see you next week.